glass shatters, and it's like everything went in slow motion. And I remember kind of swaying in the car, and then the car kind of leaning to the left and slamming to the right, and I blacked out. And the next thing that I remember is opening my eyes in the ambulance and seeing can lights and not really knowing what's going on, still thinking that it's a dream, but things were stressful and it felt real. They're rushing me through the hallways of the hospital. I hear my brother's voice and I say, "John, is that you?" And he said, "Yes, Justin, it's gonna be okay."
Justin was non-weight bearing for 6 weeks, so he was in a wheelchair and wasn't supposed to use his shoulder or his ankle. The doctors had given him pain medication, and he ended up taking about 8 a day.
And they gave him opioids. They gave him hydrocodone and Percocet.
So my mom and I began to see specialist after specialist. The end conclusion was extremely disheartening. The answer was live with the pain. The thing that I was looking for was just relief. I didn't know how to deal with long-term pain. I entered into a state of depression, and instead of going and talking to people about that, I isolated myself. I needed to talk to people and say, "I'm really struggling, and this is not good news for me, and I don't know how to get through this." But instead, I tried to put it all on myself. I knew that there was something different that God wanted to do than just medicate. My dad was taking all sorts of medication, and normally they were in his bedroom, but one night I was up watching TV and they were in bed, and I look over by the coffee pot and I see the bottle of hydrocodone, which is the same medication that I took. I did it on my own. I didn't tell anybody about it. I didn't know the consequences of taking the medication.